Open for questions.
Councillor Lister.
Councillor Lister.
Diolch, Chair, prynawn da pawb. I'm raising this now, and I realise it's a very busy time for the portfolio, but very topically, the social media restrictions that are going to come in potentially in spring next year. I believe, without passing judgment on whether I think it's a good idea or a bad idea, I believe that many children using social media at the moment, it's become a very large part of their lives, and it's a way to socially interact and sort of manage their daily life. It's become part of their lives. I think removing it is going to be quite difficult for some people. And I was wondering whether, as a council, we can have an approach to that, how we can support young people with the sort of losing of social media, sort of recognising that perhaps participation in groups that run, externally to schools and youth groups and community activities have perhaps diminished since social media has been on the rise. Being ready to kind of show what we have to offer, and I was just wondering whether potentially a cross-party working group to look at this in preparation with plenty of time before those restrictions come in February, whether that was an option for this committee and perhaps the wider council. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Lister. Chief Officer, do you wish to respond? I do think that's a good idea.
Yeah, thank you, Councillor Lister. I mean, obviously, I think the Prime Minister has made the proposal, hasn't he? Am I right in thinking he actually still needs to get it through the legislative framework? So, we may or may not have a social media ban by the time that process is finished. So yes, I recognise that does have huge implications, obviously, for our young residents here in Flintshire. I think as well, simultaneously, we've had a notification from Welsh Government, the new Plaid administration, that they are going to be issuing revised guidance as well for schools on the use of mobile phones in schools. We've been advised we can expect that in the autumn. So again, we'll need to take cognizance of that too. Looking across the room at Emma, who leads our Young Flintshire group, I'm sure it's something we would want our Young Flintshire group to be involved in the discussion as well, once we have an understanding of where the legislative framework leaves us. But yes, there are pros and there are cons of all of these things, aren't there? So I would be more than happy that when we've got a clear steer on the sense of direction, how we can facilitate those discussions with our young people and obviously through this committee.